on a little. Okay. I think it's more settled. It was on a little thing.
Are you gonna be okay?
It's just every time I move, I feel like I'm. Are we ready? Hi guys, it's Leilani with Leilani Drinks the Brown Stuff, and thank you for joining me for another episode in my backyard. Because that's where we be at, and that's why this hood is on. So the only reason why I had to get this whiskey as soon as I saw it on the shelf was because if you didn't see my episode last week on Cleveland Underground Rye, they stated that during taste tests, 54% of the time they came out on top of this whiskey. So tonight we are getting into Knob Creek small batch Kentucky straight bourbon. Now it costs roughly around $33 on sale for me this time, but usually I think the price is $35 to $45. It is 100 proof. It is 50% ABV. It has been aged 90 years as their label embossed on it. And that's in Claremont, Kentucky. Now, it was created, this whole Knob Creek line was created right around 1992 by the very famous distiller, Booker No. And we know that name because you guys know it. You guys know it. You guys know it. We talked about it. Under the Jim Beam. It's under the Beam and Centauri umbrella. And Booker No is basically, it's the great-grandchild or the great-grandchild of the Margaret Frederick No marriage under the James Beauregard line. So in the late 2016-ish time, Knob Creek had to remove their age label because they couldn't guarantee the age during that time because they were just selling out of the whiskey or something like that. I don't know who yelled at them, how many people did. I don't care. I'm just glad that they did because in 2020, they put the label back on. So here we are doing this tonight, the 9-year Knob Creek. And look at that little funky old handle for the Knob Creek. And this comes with all their bottles. It's kind of cool, right? It's their signature thing. All right, let's see if I can just pull tab this. So it does come kind of nice. So that little thing is a little gripper to help you open up this bottle. Oh, with all the waxy. It's not as pretty anymore. But I don't care. I just care about the whiskey. Oh. Little smoky, little oaky, slight hint of fruit. Caramel on a rubber cork. So let's do this. Woman's paw, woman's paw. It's almost at the top. But that's how you do. Well, that's how I do. I hope you join me because that's how you drink some whiskey. I feel like I smell some cedar and some caramel and vanilla, like a toasted vanilla. Let's get into it. Well, that was a nice, rich, mouthful feel. Yum. Knob Creek 9-year. Okay, I wasn't expecting this flavor explosion up in my mouth. The zest is there. I just tasted it. Goddamn bourbons. Nice warmth at the back end. I like it. Yeah. I think it got me in the back of my, it's resting on the back of my tongue. There's the warmth. Yeah, the orange zest. But it's that kind of leather, slight leather You guys, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm liking it. It's kind of nice, like with some of the other whiskeys I've been tasting, a nice autumn feel to it. And that's what I feel, like I could sit back here and just drink my whiskey. But it's the orange zest. It is the orange zest that's getting to me. This is good. I think I'm gonna give the kisses after, because I have a special treat tonight. Because we still have some of the underground rye, left, ready to go. Let's go ahead and pop this baby open. So this is the Knob Creek. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And this is the underground Cleveland rye with the black cherry wood. So double fisting, because that's how I do it. Hooey! This just has the traditional bourbon taste to me. It's what I expect from a bourbon. There's no surprises. It is a nice full autumn feel to it. And I'm surprised that, Knob Creek at $33, it tastes like this. But the underground rye is just fun and different. That black cherry wood changes up everything. So I can see why someone just taste testing it would be like, this is a great mouthfeel. The wood in it makes it taste dramatically different. This has a light, watery feel. This has much more of a fuller, earthier, maybe because it has been aged in the barrels. No, I think the taste test, as far as the whiskey went, that the taste test as far as whiskey was that they enjoyed the Cleveland Underground 54% of the time as much as they did a 9-year bourbon, whereas they only did this, 6 months and maybe a week at the most, whereas this has been aged 9 years that they stayed. So for a lot of people just tasting it, I think because it's such an easy sipping whiskey, they tend to lean towards this. But if you're actually understanding what a bourbon tastes like and how it's been aged, you would definitely know the difference. There's no way, I think, you can taste this and not know that there are different types of whiskeys. Now, would you not know if this whiskey was 6 months and a week to make? I don't think so. I don't think you can taste that in the whiskey. You can't say, oh, it's only been aged for like a shorter amount of time. So I think the whole taste test was basically for the statement that Cleveland Underground is saying that, hey, we can go ahead and age our whiskey for 6 months and a day, 6 months and a week, 6 months and 2 weeks if need be, and it could taste just as different, just as cool, just as interesting as a 9-year aged whiskey. All right, so with that impromptu taste test off the table, well, let's get back to the Knob Creek. Ooh, I felt a little cinnamon and nutmeg in there, y'all. All right, well, I have to do it. Leilani drinks the brown stuff, gives Knob Creek Kentucky straight bourbon, which I'm not into, 4 kisses. 4! They did a nice job on this bourbon. I'm super surprised. And for $33 to get a little bit of autumn cinnamon leather up in your mouth, why not? Now's the time. Cheers.